2019-2015. Warren Schwartz, you're going to lead us off today.
Pauno, do you feel like this is the first game that the team has put together two solid, very strong halves?
I think it is. I also think that we were, every time this year, every time we meet after the game, we talk, I think we always say, this is the best game, this is the best game. So what I'm trying to say is that we can see that there is a consistency in the improvement in our team. And when we play at home, that improvement is more evident. But also, I think the stretch we had on the road also helped us to forge that mentality and that great improvement we had so far in the season, especially in the last game against LA. And finally, we completed a full game with a very consistent performance in both halves, especially in the second one. And I think the guys did a fantastic job. All credit to them because they believed it. They worked hard. They were when they scored, when they tied the game, we were capable of coming back very quickly and holding that result until the halftime. Then we did adjustments. We went outside in the second half, convinced that we can win the game. We were patient. We kept the ball. We took over the control, which in the past we weren't capable. We took over the control from the team that also likes the ball and is very good in that. And basically that was the key point of the game: taking the ball away from Seattle, keep it, and be very sharp in finishing. So I think we had a very good game, but now we're looking ahead. We have to keep this mood and this performance, this great momentum that we are building and that we are coming in for the next game, which is coming just in a couple of days, Wednesday against Colorado.
Guillermo?
Looks like you've got some options on the right side with Connor and Matt Polster back healthy now. Looked like you made an effort to get Connor some help early on after the first few minutes, and then Polster came on late and played well. How does he look going forward, and what role will he play?
Well, yes, we were working on our improvement in our back line, on the right back. As we all know that we lack of that in that position, but we were working so far in case of Connor. Since the preseason, we were working and trying to give him all the necessary tools to prepare him to play the games. In the last two games, he did very well. And in regards of Matt Polster, he came in. We were working. We had a setback with him. We were also talking with him in playing in that position in the last couple of months. But as he got the setback with his injury, he needed more time. We were working on his fitness. We were working also preparing him, so when the moment comes, he's ready. And I think today he did very well. He was ready to play the minutes that he had, and we'll continue improving everywhere we can. We have to improve, and we can improve. And also we are also happy that we have also Michael Harrington, we know in the past that he can play on both sides of the field. So if the guys understand how important it is that we learn other positions to play and to in that way increase their own level and their own value, it's going to be very important also because they're going to do that for the team too.
Derek?
Yeah, Coach, congratulations on your win, first of all.
Thank you.
Two quick questions. This is your first sellout for quite a while. How much of that success do you attribute to Bastian coming and joining Chicago Fire? And can you give us a little bit of a look ahead to the work that you're doing for the MLS All-Star Game?
Well, for us, we are very happy that we had sold out today. We think that there is a line of progression. We were, as I said before, on both sides. So the team improved. Off the field, the club improved also. Obviously we have our challenges that we have to face every day, which we are working with that, and I think our front office is doing a great job also to help the team to have and get everything is necessary or everything we need. I do think that Bastian helped a lot on both sides of the game to the improvement of the team, but I think also we have to say that there are also the whole team is working on that. The front office, the team, the general manager, Nelson Rodriguez, everyone is on the same page, and I think that's the key. And having the guy like Bastian who helps on both sides, it's something that it's a great value for the club.
Go Dan.
Just an
and John.
Yeah,
update
on
MLS.
MLS, well, I'll tell you, I'm very focused on our team. I think that's the priority for sure. As I said in the past, I'm honored that I'm going to have the opportunity to lead the team or coach the team for the MLS All-Star game. Right now what I'm doing is obviously following all the players around the league, but also what I'm going to do is to call my more experienced colleagues around the league who had the experience to coach the MLS All-Star game, ask them for the advices, ask them for what would be the best approach and how was their experience, and once the time comes, I'll start working on preparing the game.
Dan, and then John.
Obviously, the 3 goals in the second half. Was there any change that you made or that you saw the team made that flipped things in the second half?
Well, in the first half we had an issue with Lodeiro, with Morris, Dempsey, dropping in that position in between the lines, in front of our defense, behind our midfielders. That's how we considered the goal. Actually, Dempsey dropped there. We didn't have the right timing to step up with him and then stop that progression. So what we decided in the second half is to switch the formation to 4-3-3. We dropped decks in front of our defense, so every time some of the either midfielders or wingers comes in, or even Dempsey, Morris, whoever drops in that position, we have somebody who can cover that. And from there we took over the possession. It was exactly the spot that we were looking for in the first half to take over the possession. As we said, that's very important for us in order to take the ball away from Seattle. So with that change, it helped the team to have the possession, stop their progressions, and when we switched to 5-3-2 formation, after we scored the second goal, I think we definitely took over the control of the game, and we had a lot of opportunities from the flanks, going from inside out and from outside back in, and that's how we scored the rest of the goals. I think the key again was taking the possession away from Seattle.
John?
You talk about mentality a lot since you've gotten here. Just psychologically, what does it mean to stand up against the champs and be tied at halftime and come out with a big win?
The team is growing. The team is growing. The smiles are back in Bridgeview finally, and it's not only one game. This is the general feeling that our team has in a locker room, outside of the locker room. When we are downtown in the city, wherever we are, we can feel there is a passion about the team, expectation, positive expectation. The people can see good results, can see great games like today, can see the overall improvement in our team, depth, and the mentality where the team now feels confident and is capable of managing the difficult games against difficult opponents, champions like Seattle. So I would say that the mentality changed with the consistency in believing and working hard and addressing things and fixing things on a daily basis. And wins like today helped tons in order to build on top of what I just explained, on top of all the confidence and good things we did in the past.
Guillermo, last question.
With Juninho out and Michael DeLu back in the lineup, there were a lot of chances created, a lot of dynamic activity. Is that a lineup that you're going to look at to keep together now based on the success of this game?
Listen, obviously this performance helps a lot. Helps me to know what I can get from everyone. That's something that we were saying and doing in the past. Everyone has to be engaged. It's the best feeling for the coach when he has the depth and he has the competition in the team. And we addressed that last week, how important it is that everyone understands that it is important for the team, and whenever has the opportunity to play, to give his best. But for that has to work hard in order to be ready. And we will see what we need. We have now a stretch of 4 games in 2 weeks where we have to give guys some rest, some guys, and other guys we have to push them until we have that small break that we will have after the game against DC. So we against Dallas. So what I'm going to say is, it's great to have everyone on the same page. It's great to have everyone pushing hard for their position and also committed whenever they have the opportunity to be ready and give their best.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay.